Good evening everyone and welcome to today's session. Inaugurating Ankit Chaudhary, Abhishek Verma, Gurjar, Dhanu, Priyanka, Srilekha and many more who are all online. Can you please punch whether the voice is loud and clear without any disturbance for all of you? Yes. So today we are going to see the end of dermatology. There are going to be 10 questions coming in dermatology in the tomorrow's NEETPG. And I have 200 questions from last 15 years of FMGE, Foreign Medical Graduate Exam, MCA screening test, topic-wise classified, and we are discussing now. So this discussion should lead us into that required confidence in order to conquer those 10 MCQs which are going to come in the tomorrow's NEETPG from dermatology. So let's make the great beginning, doctor. Very nice to see Shweta, Vaidya, Roshan, Hitesh, everybody giving your time and joining this session. And thank you very much. Yesterday, Midnight Masala in dermatology session, there are almost 3,000 views and the YouTube report says almost a majority of the students watch more than 1 hour. So that's a good thing and a encouraging thing for a teacher. So doctor, let's make the start. The lesion which is being shown to here, the scratching leads to bleeding followed by further similar lesion. What is that called as? That is called as Koebner's phenomena, which is seen in the case of the psoriasis. Now, what is the diagnosis? So this is what the examiner is going to give you. Silvery scales of psoriasis cannot be forgotten. Hyperkeratosis. What is the meaning of that? It is the thickening of the stratum corneum. Stratum corneum is called as hyperkeratosis. Hyperkeratosis can be frictional. Chronic rubbing against the oral mucosa can lead to the development of frictional hyperkeratosis, as what you can see. But most of the times these frictional hyperkeratosis, they are not pre-malignant. They don't have any dysplastic changes. What is the turnover time of the skin? Fundamentally, what is psoriasis, doctor? Keep punching the answers. Keep punching those points that come to your mind, because this rapid revision is a way for us to vomit out what all that we are having in your tips. We get an opportunity to do a quick and final and last revision that we are going to do now. Okay, doc. So skin turnover time is in psoriasis comes down to 4 days. Normally, what is the skin turnover time, doctor? 28 days. And that decreases to 2 to 3 days in case of psoriasis is what you need to appreciate. Sausage-shaped digits, where do we find? We find it in the case of the psoriatic arthritis. So what you can see here, edematous foot, dactylitis, a sausage digit of the second digit in the interphalangeal junction. Destruction is what lead to the sausage digit. Also you are able to see onychodystrophy, the nail pitting and onycholysis in this foot of psoriasis. This is another example. once the interphalangeal joint got destroyed, that lead to sausage-shaped toes and fingers in case of psoriasis. Now, doctor, summarize psoriatic arthritis. 5 points about psoriatic arthritis. Psoriatic arthritis होता है symmetrical polyarthritis, unlike osteoarthritis which is asymmetrical. Only 2 types of arthritis involves distal interphalangeal joint, DIP. Psoriatic arthritis, osteoarthritis. But psoriatic is symmetrical, osteo is asymmetrical. That's what you need to remember. Psoriatic arthritis can lead to enthesitis, the place where tendon is inserting into the bone. That is the place there will be development of inflammation, which is called enthesitis. That's right. Abhishek Verma reinforces oil drop sign in the nail, psoriasis. Priyanka once more reminds us, dip involvement, psoriasis, beautiful. So dactylitis with sausage-shaped digits. That is the psoriatic arthritis. Oil drop sign, where do we see, doctor? We see in psoriasis. देखिए मेरे प्यारे नीट पीजी वासियों, image based questions mainly come from dermat, radiology, histopathology, right, and ECGs, etc. Right? So you should also have a pictorial imagination of also what is oil drop. So this is the typical psoriasis, psoriatic nails in case of psoriasis. So oil drop sign. So there is a punctate depression of the nail plate surface in case of psoriasis. There is a separation of the nail plate from the nail bed. What is that called? Onycholysis. Subungually, there is hyperkeratosis, subungually. So, because of the abnormal keratinization of the distal nail bed. Oil drop sign, where there is an irregular area of yellow-orange discoloration. So you can see here, irregular area of yellow-orange discoloration visible through the nail plate is called oil drop sign, is what you need to emphatically remember. Now there will be pitting, subungual hyperkeratosis, where there is a silvery white crusting which is silvery under the free edge of the nail, which is called subungual hyperkeratosis, onycholysis, oil drop sign. These are the classical nail findings in the case of the psoriasis, is what you need to remember. Very good to see 69 online students. Now, doctor, Koebner's phenomena, where do you see? Whenever there is any trauma, there is a development of a new lesion. That's called Koebner. Koebner is seen in the case of the psoriasis. You can see tomorrow examiner is going to give you this kind of a lesion. What does it mean? That means every time trauma is there, there is a lesion developing, which is called Koebner's phenomenon. This is another example of how a typical Koebner's phenomena looks like. Now, doctor, true Koebnerization, that means a true Koebner's phenomenon. Psoriasis, lichen planus, vitiligo. You are not going to forget. It is not only in psoriasis, it is also seen in lichen planus, vitiligo. This is one favorite single liner MCQ. Other than psoriasis, where is the Koebner phenomena? Vitiligo and lichen planus. Koebnerization has a bearing on prognosis, treatment. Then where do you see pseudo-Koebnerization? Not true. Pseudo-Koebnerization. Interesting MCQ. कल के एग्जामिनर जरूर पूछेगा और मुरली भरद्वाज आपको एग्जाम हॉल में याद आएगा. खाली मुरली भरद्वाज नहीं, 78 ऑनलाइन क्लासमेट्स आपको याद आएगा. गुड टू सी दिव्या प्रकाश सिंह सोलंकी. सोलंकी साहब, आप कहां से हैं? आर यू फ्रॉम पंजाब, यूपी? Which part of the country? Good. So, verrucae, molluscum contagiosum, impetigo. 3 conditions which you will promise me that you will remember. Pseudo-Koebnerization. So this is due to infectious organism. They will be seeding into the surrounding tissues which have been traumatized. So that is the reason new lesions appear in traumatized areas. But that is not due to psoriasis. It is due to infections. Impetigo, molluscum contagiosum and verrucae. Then occasionally Koebner's response will be seen in case of Darrier, Haley and lichen sclerosis also. That is a point you need to appreciate. Yes. Madhya Pradesh, excellent doctor, excellent. Isomorphic Koebner phenomena. I have a lot of fond memories about Madhya Pradesh. I still remember in the 12th class, way back in 1990, when I wrote, I was from a Telugu medium from a small village. So, when I wrote MCET, in Andhra Pradesh we call it as MCET. When I took first attempt, I got 43 marks in physics, 42 marks in chemistry, 7 marks in biology. I used to hate biology, right? And I used to prepare with 3 guys. All the 3 were preparing for IIT joint entrance. Jagdish, Mohan Sharma and Nandan Babu. They all gone and joined to IIT. I am a useless fellow. I did not get seat in MBBS. So my father used to stay in Bhopal. He was an officer in LIC. So he came, then what I did was, I said, this is all nonsense, medical college. Then I got freshly books and started preparation for IAS exam. I still remember my father just rushed into the room and said, what is this? You are incapable of getting a seat in medical school just because you don't read biology. And now you are talking that you are going to prepare for some exam. He took the books and thrown out. I still remember that day. And my elder sister Kalyani, she didn't eat for 2 days. Book hartal. Unless you prepare for medical school, I am not going to eat food. I still remember I apologized to my sister and I promised that this time I will seriously study biology. I only surrounded myself with the guys who are studying biology. I promised that next 6 months I will not touch physics. That year I got everywhere. I got an Armed Forces Medical College, All India, everywhere. So I still remember I have that admission possible in because my father was a central government. I had an opportunity to join both Lucknow and Bhopal. The Bhopal Medical College also, King George in Lucknow and Gandhi Medical College in Bhopal. So that's how my memory. Solanki ji, aap bahut yaad fir laya. So what I want to tell you guys, this long story is, the most important secret of winning any entrance exam, doctor, is to be surrounded by wonderful friends Need not they need not be very brilliant guys or distinction holders or something. They all should have that single focused goal, only goal, to get into the top rank and to get the MD seat. To be surrounded, that satsang is most important to be the winner, doctor. So I am so happy that once you come to the YouTube channel of Online MBBS, you have the satsang of the classmates across the country, right? So that is very important. And every day I will be your classmate, study along with you. As such, I don't know anything and I'm preparing for the forthcoming exam. So I want to give that classmate for you every day until you get the seat. So, doctor, what is reverse Koebner phenomenon? If the trauma is there, in fact, the lesion resolves. That is called as reverse Koebner. Even reverse Koebner is also seen in the case of the psoriasis. A resolving lesion, a peripheral halo around the lesion. What is that called? Voronoff's ring is what you need to remember. And once the lesion resolves, psoriatic lesion, it leads to a post-inflammatory hypomelanosis, decreased pigmentation. That's what you need to remember. So the isomorphic phenomena is a classical feature. So reverse Koebner means pre-existing psoriatic plaques will clear with trauma. That's called reverse Koebner. Even that is also seen in case of the psoriasis, is what you should basically remember. Coarse pitting of the nails. Keep punching the answers, doctor. We see it in psoriatic arthritis. Pitting of the nails is common in psoriasis. So what are pits? Why do you call pitting onycholysis? What are pits? Pits are those depressed sites in the nail because of the irregular matrix production. That's what you should remember. And pitting onycholysis is not only a feature of psoriasis, it is also seen in chronic dermatitis, fungal infections, Reiter syndrome, and lichen planus is what you should remember. Monroe's micro abscess, we see it in case of psoriasis. So typically neutrophilic accumulation of the neutrophils in the intraepidermal location and spongiform pustules involving the stratum corneum, that is what you see in case of psoriasis. So doctor, कल के एग्जाम में एग्जामिनर आपको ये हिस्टोलॉजी स्लाइड देके आपसे पूछेगा, भैया ये क्या है? दिस इज न्यूट्रोफिलिक इन्फिल्ट्रेशन, मुनरोस माइक्रो एब्सेस, इंट्राएपिडर्मली न्यूट्रोफिलिक इन्फिल्ट्रेशन, मुनरोस माइक्रो एब्सेस in case of psoriasis. So what do you see in dermatopathology of psoriasis? कल भी हमने इसी बात के ऊपर बहुत emphasis के साथ discussion किए. Thickening of the epidermis, acanthosis, thinning of the epidermis over elongated dermal papillae, increased mitosis of keratinocytes, parakeratosis, hyperkeratosis, Monroe's microabscesses. These are the classical buzzwords when it comes to the psoriasis. So भैया और एक बार बोलो, acanthosis क्या होता है? Acanthosis, epidermal thickening. Parakeratosis, you are able to see parakeratosis, thinning of the suprapapillary plates, multiple punctate bleeding points on removal of the scale, इसको बोलते हैं Auspitz sign. And neutrophils get accumulated in the epidermis, they are called pustules of Kogos. Neutrophils get accumulated in stratum corneum, which are called Munro's micro abscesses. That is what you have to ultimately remember. So thinning of the suprapapillary plates. Papillary dermis vadana. So suprapapillary plates, thinning of it is a classical feature. Now doctor, very good to see 85 online students. कल तो हम 230 malignant hypertension papilledema level पे गए. Total number of students. अभी तो हम 85. We are gliding at normal PaO2 levels, right? So tell your classmates to join, doctor, and हम साथ में पढ़ेंगे, मिलके पढ़ेंगे, मजे से पढ़ेंगे और क्विकली एक सब्जेक्ट को खत्म करेंगे, डर्मेटोलॉजी को. So what is this lesion, doctor? Now you are listening to FMGE, Foreign Medical Graduate Exam. There are 200 MCQs in dermatology, last 15 years question papers, topic wise analyzed, and we are doing a quick revision. So I want to tell you, doctor, FMGE है बोल के लाइट मत लेना. FMGE हो या NEETPG हो या DMB हो, एक ही परमपिता परमात्मा है in that board. So that is the reason it is worth doing the revision of the FMGE questions, so that definitely there will be repetitions, there will be similar questions, similar emphasis on the topics. The pattern will be same even for NEETPG also, right? So Shweta is asking, tomorrow what subjects? आज तो 4-5 घंटे लगेगा डॉक्टर for dermatology, for us to bury the 200 questions. My plan is FMGE का Foreign Medical Graduate Exam का 2019 में एक दिसंबर पेपर है, जून पेपर है. 2018 में दिसंबर पेपर है, जून पेपर है. ओके डॉक्टर. 2017 also December and June. कितना हो गया? 300, 300, 300, 300, 300. So totally 6 papers. 1800 MCQs are there, doctor. I know that much time we don't have. Still, if we can solve these 6 papers quickly, starting from tomorrow, हमको कितना time available है? 31st, 1st, 2nd, 3rd, 4th. 5 दिन. 5 दिन में ये 6 पेपर्स का फटाफट रिविजन करके छोड़ दिए तो भगवान देख लेगा, ऊपर वाले देख रहा है, हम मेहनत कर रहे हैं बोल के, है ना? हाँ. So Abhishek, we already have discussed the NEETPG 2019, 18, 17 वो सब पेपर्स डिस्कस करके already they are available in the YouTube in our channel. We will do a revision. I mean, you can have a review of that, no worries. Now doctor, this is psoriasis. Now doctor, the next favorite topic in FMGE is Erythema multiforme. A 25-year-old truck driver, repeated herpes infection, and these skin lesions are seen. What are these skin lesions? You are able to see that target lesions. So these skin lesions, target lesions, are classically erythema multiforme. Now, erythema multiforme is a spectrum. It's a spectrum of clinical conditions. Steven Johnson, erythema multiforme, major, minor. Then drug-induced Steven Johnson, herpes-associated erythema multiforme. That is how it is being divided into. But what is the point about erythema multiforme? Acute self-limiting dermatitis with iris or target lesions is erythema multiforme. Minor bole to localized eruption of the skin, with mild or no mucosal involvement. Major means both the skin and the mucosal erosions and raised atypical target lesions. Steven-Johnson means there will be flat atypical target or purpuric macules and skin and mucosal erosions will be there. That is what you need to remember. Both erythema multiforme, Steven-Johnson, they are caused by drugs. But erythema multiforme, major cause is considered to be, Shipra is asking, sir, lesion of tinea corporis are also like target lesion. How to differentiate? Tinea corporis is not target, no doctor. Target का मतलब क्या होता है? Central halo, around that you have a circle. So central halo, along that you have a circle. Arrow chilate na doctor. That is target or otherwise called iris. So erythema multiforme minor is triggered by HSV, major is triggered by mycoplasma and herpes. And what are all the drugs that lead to Steven-Johnson and erythema multiforme? There's a very big list, but otherwise you can remember sulfonamides, anticonvulsants, especially carbamazepine. I remember carbamazepine leading to Steven-Johnson. I have seen aceclofenac leading to Steven-Johnson. I have seen simple paracetamol leading to Steven-Johnson also. I have seen. Lot of times it scares as a clinician. Which patient will end up in a Steven-Johnson, we can't say. I also remember trimethoprim sulfamethoxazole leading to Steven-Johnson, right? NSAIDs, allopurinol, anticonvulsants, anything can lead to Steven-Johnson. Typically, Steven-Johnson is seen in young adults, erythema multiforme. Second to fourth decade of life. It affects the males and they're all of variable size. That is what we need to remember. So these are the typical target lesions, doctor, which you are able to classically see. Unmistakable, one of the favorite questions. Then this another example, you should be sure looking at the illustration to discover them and diagnose them. Is the video struck, doctor? Is video struck? I think it's fine, right? So this is another example of a target lesion. Now, even oral involvement can also be there in case of the erythema multiforme. So these are the oral lesions of the erythema multiforme major is what you are able to see. The oral lesions of erythema multiforme major. So target or iris lesion, where do we see that? Erythema multiforme. Most common cause for the toxic epidermolysis epidermal necrosis. What is the main cause? It is the drugs which are responsible. Target lesion is seen in the case of erythema multiforme. These are all the causes of the erythema multiforme. What are they? Mycoplasma can cause infectious mononucleosis. Even collagen vascular disease also can be responsible for erythema multiforme. That brings us to one Batti marne wale question.